But we've seen crazier comebacks in StarCraft 2, and if there's a time where Sen starts his comeback train, it's right now.
Has to be right now.
Has to be. What? I can't imagine Sen not at NASL finals.
That'd be so sad.
I need some Sen.
That's where me and him make fun of each other the most.
And I love Alicia, and you know he's a great guy, and actually he's really really kind person if you ever get to talk to him. But I mean, I wish both could be at the finals. But in the end, I just remember that red carpet run from Sen, and just like wow, that's one of the moments in esports people will always remember.
I have to agree 100%. I mean, that was awesome. That was freaking awesome.
And you know what is awesome? The fact that Alicia is pylon scouting, but it's pylon on top of his ramp.
Yep.
He's going for some kind of initial... well, actually, he could still technically put a pylon on the low ground and expand on the Nexus down the low ground anyway. It's kind of like Sase does. But the way he's making it geared up looks like he's going to gateway expand of some kind. And that's kind of cool. We haven't seen that in a long time.
I think I like this style the most. The semi-Stase style, obviously he's putting up a gateway here, but I would actually love this first pylon to actually go down here and then switch it up. So go Nexus first in case your opponent is going for something like, you know, a 6-pool, or excuse me.
Yeah, Nexus first against
6-pool. Okay, I actually am sick, Frodan. It's such a shame. I fell asleep last night.
You're sick at StarCraft too.
I fell asleep last night so early, I slept for over 16 hours. I kid you not. I woke up for the bathroom and stuff, but I slept for 16 hours. So I apologize a little bit, everybody, but, you know, that won't keep me away from StarCraft. I love these two players, and I love these games.
Oh, that's totally okay. You can look at Sen, and you can draw comfort in knowing that he's going to expand anyways at the third base, just completely avoid trying to expand to the natural. Alicia stalling her for a little bit, but he does have a gateway and cybercore finishing up pretty soon, and Sen actually has this on Overlord Scout. He doesn't have any kind of drone scout, so he sees a non-forge fast expand, so Sen has to be really cautious, and that actually might be what Alicia wants. The fact that his expansion is really far away, if Alicia tries to go for a timing on Sen's third, which is his natural expansion at this point, that's going to be really hard for Sen to protect. Really hard.
This is looking more and more like a 4-gate, by the way.
Yeah. Saving a ton of chrono boost.
Yeah, there's a ton of chrono boost being saved. Yeah, double chrono boost going to each of these. Maybe not right now since it is double chrono boost, but still looking like a 4-gate. At this point, I think Alicia, I don't know what he can do from here. I don't know any follow-ups with just a single gas. And if Sen gets in here and sees, oh, only one gas, okay. It's 4-gate. Well, then he's just going to react with a ton of speedlings, and what he's trying to do is actually stop any proxy probes from being too successful at putting up their pylons, and then on top of that, of course, surrounding sentries, if any.
Yeah, Sen does end up spotting that pylon also in the corner, so Alicia, if he wants to make a move, he's got to make it soon. He's planning 2 more gateways.
Oh.
And
very nice. Takes out the first Zealot, by the way. And oh, the Stalker needs to be super careful. Okay. He's going to get out. It looks... it's going to be tough.
Oh my. Sen really thinks it might be a 4-gate because he saw Zealot Stalker, and he doesn't see second gas with his Overlord. And he's going to try to get it one surround. He sees a second Stalker, but Alicia only has 3 gates out onto the field at the moment. Sen getting a lot of Zerglings out and Zergling speed because he's anticipating something, a huge delay in an expansion from Alicia is just going to scare Sen considerably at this point. And Alicia's indicating he wants to put a pylon down as well.
Yeah, he has to be careful. He already put a pylon down the bottom left side, or this side, wherever this is. Second gas is going up. This is so interesting. So obviously, Sen is thinking this is, the Sen is thinking for sure this is going to be a 4-gate, but in fact, it's not going to be. Now, these Stalkers cannot go up there. If the Stalkers go up there, that's instant death. He's going to be surrounded from the backside. And on top of that, it's just so risky because there could be speedlings on top. And look at that, he takes the expansion.
Yeah, and Sen's on 16 drones. But he does have some larva reserve, but he doesn't have that much resources. He has an incredible amount of Zerglings. Now, Alicia will be hard-pressed to defend this unless he has a good number of units prepared, and he can really try to defend it. But there's just a lot of speedlings, and Sen says, oh, well, I see an expansion attempt. He's going to try to just go for it and try to get surrounded the units. Force field on one side, he's force field on the other side as well, but the sentries are now exposed, and Sen found an opening. Alicia let his guard down for 1 second, and now now will pay a huge price for it.
Yeah, I think Alicia losing all these units, he's going to at least lose the Nexus. Look at that, 20 more Zerglings behind here. I love this style that Sen always does. He doesn't macro up until he knows whether or not he should macro or not. He just keeps it on reserve, all of his larvae on reserve, and then says, big opening, get a ton of Zerglings now.
Yeah, now the Nexus has finished from Alicia. He thinks he can hold this.
I don't think so, sir.
It's going to be tough. I mean, at least he's going to wall off the rest of his expansion, but he cancels the pylon.
No, it's a trap.
Oh, it is a trap.
Go down.
And oh no, he's going to send his sentry and Zealot down as well. The probes are like, whoa, do not want to go down there. Vacation has been canceled.
Oh gosh, this is really risky by Alicia. Because his force fields are very limited. Those sentries
can... 2
two
force fields.
Exactly. And oh, big surround coming in here with the Zerglings. But a great pylon actually segments them off for quite a long time. Look at that. 1 sentry will keep him safe. The pylon is going down, though. And he's going to be forced to use another force field if he wants to hold this off.
Sen really pressing in here, wants to finish off Alicia, but he's droning back at home, finally realizing he's going to have a pretty big advantage. Some probes were killed in that exchange as well. Sen managed to kill 4 and really just keeping... Oh, a big force field, though, from Alicia, and he should be able to deal with the rest of these Zerglings. And if Sen kept those Zerglings, imagine the amount of pressure he could have kept onto that expansion, but finally Sen has been released from his time, and those Zerglings, they'll never look at the world the same.
And look at this, Roach Warren is on the way currently for Sen. I think this pressure is correct. You want to keep up the pressure in that, you know your opponent is so gas-starved. Off of only 2 gases, your intake is only, 240 gas per minute? That's 2 sentries per minute, or at most 4 stalkers. How many stalkers can you actually get up in this time? What can you really do with that? By the time I get my roaches off of 2 base economy, off of 2 gases, there's so many roaches that'll be just bearing down, shoving stuff down his throat. I don't think Alicia is going to be able to stop this.
Especially with Giselle Sentry, roaches are phenomenal against them, especially in low amount of numbers. And we see Alicia going for hallucination. He wants to scout his opponent of some sort, needs to know what he's up to. But Alicia's just so far behind at this point, just because he hasn't really been able to have that gas flexibility to do anything except turtle up with sentries.
And you might wonder, why is he going sentries instead of stalkers? Well, you need to go sentries at this point, because your opponent has so many different capabilities. They could be going roach pressure, they could be going additional Zergling pressure, it could be bailing Zerglings. So the sentries are almost forced at this position. He has to go those sentries just to be able to manage everything. Then he can switch over to stalkers. Unfortunately, the question is it going to be enough stuff? Is it going to be enough sentries, enough stalkers? And that, I'm probably going to say no, Frodan.
Bending Nest has been started for Sen, and he's got his roaches almost at the natural of Alicia. Alicia's gassing up at this point. That's not what he needs to do. But of course, how is he supposed to know?
The Phoenixes!
The Phoenix are who's hallucinating are going to go exact opposite direction. Sen. Oh, but the Zerglings have been spotted, but it may be too late. The roaches are pressing in here. Sentry's about to drop as well. And that's going to be really tough for Alicia to hold. He does force field 1 wave, but it's going to be hard to hold off the next one.
Yes, and all he has to do is focus down on that forge, and already there you're starting your way up to be very cost efficient. Another force field goes down just to stop those roaches from moving any further. But the force fields are very limited at this point, and the gas count is as well.
12 banelings are in production. Sen wants to burn all the force fields so that the sentries can't hold against the banelings.
Oh, that's so cool, Frodan.
And it's going to make sure that at this point, he's going to also try to corner Alicia, make sure to gather everything. He's going to go from 2 different directions. 2 force fields go up from Alicia to hold him for now. A great hold, but oh, the pylon's also exposed as well. Alicia has 1. No, he's got 2 force fields left.
Yeah, and all he's waiting for is the force fields to just start to diminish. There, finally, banelings are going to connect against stalkers. Don't really get anything of substance just yet. Wow, he's actually fending this off pretty decently, but finally now the stalkers are under massive attack. Sentries are going to go down from those banelings. Beautiful hits. Probes have to be pulled, and look at that. The natural is barren. He has nothing mining anymore, and it's just going to be units shoveled into Alicia. GG, and Sen will take game number 3.
Shen showing a lot of life. He is up and kicking, bringing the series 2-1, and all of a sudden, the comeback train has been started. Sen is now 2 games away from claiming a spot in Toronto, and that is a huge win for Sen. But that said, Alicia will be choosing the next map And let's talk a little bit about that game, though, really. Let's start from Alicia's choice of going a really delayed 3-gate expand, but it was like a very low sentry count initially. People usually go Zealous sentries and then max on a lot of sentries with your initial gas. What are your thoughts about that build Alicia, or that Alicia was doing? Maybe you can get into the mindset. What was he trying to plan? Was he faking a 4-gate trying to get a lot of units out?
Okay, so he's game point. He has the ability to be very variable, but right now he's shown only 2-base play. I think what he's trying to do is say, Sen, be careful, I'm capable of this 1-base play, but more importantly, I think he was just trying to get a build order win right away. I don't think we should put too much emphasis on strategy, because it seems like Alicia was like, you love drones, let me punish you right away, and hopefully you're going to assume I just do a gateway expand. He was just trying to get a quick win. It was considered a cheese. I don't think it was too far away from Alicia's style as we've seen from Game 1 and Game 2. And Sen should just carry on. That game shouldn't do anything strategically in Sen's mindset.
Makes sense to me. So let's go ahead and thank Kingston HyperX, the people who provide memory and SSD for NASL Season 3. Check them out at kingston.com. We'll be back with game number 4 between Sen and Alicia. Again, Sen's back is against the wall, but we have a lot of faith in our Taiwanese Zerg. Can he make the comeback? Will Alicia, Korean Protoss, may be the first to make it to NASL Finals in Toronto? We'll find out after this commercial.